Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of a Kickstarter I just got in, Tindaya. From what I understand, this is supposed to be kind of like a successor to Spirit Island, which is one of my favorite games. I was about to say, does it have how many on there? Yeah, 1 to 4 players, ages 13 plus, about 30 minutes per player. And you can kind of see a little different looking, and I just heard like a lot of people making comparisons to this to Spirit Island, so we will take a look and see how close it looks. All right. I mean, we got a rule book here, just like we would expect on the top. I don't know what it is about wanting to open up a box and see the rule book immediately on top. Even when I close my stuff, I like closing it up like that. Either way, here you can see it's got all the components here. Just to let you know things at a glance, general concepts, the gameplay overview, and then we get into the game setup, which is 3 pages. Whew. Then strategy phase looks like it. Gameplay looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 12 if you include the in-game stuff. And then it's got some variants in here. And then it just goes into some more detail about the different tribes and how to read each card. And some details about the cards. Alright. Not sure what this is about. Or why there's 2 of them, but just in case, I'll show both of them. It shows an overview here. Actions, this the player aids? Because this the player aids, it's a lot. And I would have liked something like more card, but I guess it's hard to fit all that on one card. And then we have, from what I understand, these are going to be like little display sheets. Like you can see how stuff's going to slide down in this, so that's like this is the stands. And well, I'm expecting, this box was kind of heavy, so I'm expecting a lot of cardboard here. So let's see how much cardboard we got here. This is one of those I was talking about where it's going to be, looks like it's going to be kind of using one of those stands to have this on display so you can see stuff. And then it looks like there's another one here, or maybe the bottom piece of one. Yep, shows you kind of how display sets up. And then, yep, because here would be the other display, which is supposed to be the spirits or the gods, I believe, of the island. Whereas in Spirit Island, you're playing the spirits. I believe this one, you're playing the people, and you're trying to keep the spirits happy, so that they will take care of the colonists. And you can spread and whatnot. Could be wrong about that though. Just like I said, since I like Spirit Island and they were kind of making comparisons. Of course, they make comparisons all the time to games that aren't even similar. But I was like, we'll check it out. Looked kind of neat. So thought I'd try it out, see what's up. Alright, we got some trays here with some miniatures in it. Alright, well, I mean, right off the bat, we got probably for the player colors and all the stuff that's going to go in that. Like all the meeples and whatnot. These look like the gods or maybe the colonists, because we already saw the pictures of the spirits or the gods. This big old chunky miniature there. And this was one of the other ones. Like a bust of them. This looks like maybe a volcano. So probably volcano eruption. This looks like maybe a tsunami of some sort. Moving across the island. And then we got what looks like 2 of these. Looks like a wall of some sort. And then we have 3 different ships, probably the type of colonists, because we got a white one, a black, and a gray there, or silverish. But Alright. And then, oh, this is all part of the big tray. I thought that was a separate tray. No. Alright, what we got here? We just got some wooden cylinders in the 4 colors it looks like. I'll actually open those up here in a second. Take a look at those meeples, see if they're different. We got just some different colored squares. And then it looks like we got one of these for each color. Blank on one side. Yep, and they're the same. Looks like some type of animals. I'm just going to go to the more complicated stuff, take a better look at the stuff that doesn't just all look the same. These look like maybe some clouds of some sort. Then we have some half cylinders. Like they're just kind of cut in half. Alright, and those look like more things we're going to take a closer look at. Then we just have some chits in all the different colors. Like I say, everything we're going to take a closer look at, I'll just put off to the side here. And then we just got 2 purple hexagonal cylinders. Alright, these feel like, from what I understand, these should be player boards. And they're kind of dual layered, you can see there, to where you can put the stuff in them. Hold your resources and whatnot. And since there's 4 of them, I'm assuming 1 per player. And then we have 4 of these, which should be similar also, and they're dual layered. If you want to understand, these are going to be things where you're going to put those cylinders in, you're going to be trying to unlock this stuff. These are like things you can unlock off your board. Okay, I was about to say, I only saw like a few little hexes. I was like, how'd they get that board? There's got to be... So this is probably just all the water boards. And then you're going to put down the pieces of land on there for the islands. And the volcano eruptions are probably going to cause more pieces of land to form, which would be kind of cool. I don't know. Some of that's guess. We'll see. We got a score sheet showing you everything that's worth victory points. About to say, these look like dividers for the cards, I guess. And probably 1 for each of the gods. I don't know, it's a lot of dividers. Stage 1, 2, and 3. That does give me some flashbacks to Spirit Island, but we shall see. There's the other god, or spirit. Not sure if it is a god. That's just my guess. But just showing you the dividers. And they're double-sided with the same artwork on both sides. Looks like it'll go down in there. And then it looks like it's got a pretty decent tray here, and it even shows you where the other hexes are going to be going and where some of the other stuff will be going in here and stuff. So we'll fill all this out. Figure out what goes in those trays and what doesn't. We'll take a closer look at those cards, and let's get into that. Okay. I think it's probably hard to make out around my fingers, even though I have small fingers, because these are really small. But you got these little goats and pigs, which I'm assuming, and there's a bag of them here. So I'm assuming that's just going to show that you have several of those, probably like a herd of them. And then there's, in this baggie, there was 4 of each of these in there, which I'm assuming is the goats, the invaders, and the pigs. And then I noticed, as you can see, there's a bag of meeples here, and there were some invaders slash conquistador type looking things. And then there was one of these and a bunch of these in each color, and they all look a little different in the detail. But I'm assuming that's the different tribes slash colors you play. Alright, let's go look at the cards. And I didn't open up the D8s because it just looks like they're just typical D8s with 8s, 1 through 8 on them. And right off the bat, talking about the cards here, I am not happy with these cards. I mean, I just mean as far as like, I'm definitely going to have to sleeve these. I'm going to sleeve these before I even play them. Like, they will just take scratches like nobody's business, and shuffling them is going to be a pain on any of the ones that you might have to shuffle. So, definitely have to sleeve them up. There were 4 of these. Well, actually, I'm seeing the player count, so it's probably just set up or something. I thought it was a player rate at first, but now I'm seeing the players on the thing there, so maybe that's just saying the player count setup or something. But there's that. Then there's this deck. Like all these, we saw a divider for. These look like some type of player powers or maybe something you could do unique. Then there's this back, which this looks like maybe random events to some sort. I mean, a lot of this is going to be learning this terminology, I'm sure, but or the symbology, I should say. I mean, terminology too. Then we're just going to go through each of these cards. I was about to say, are those minuses or just saying these look like minuses or plus? So adding or subtracting something possibly. Then there's this card. Assume through the ages of 1, 2, and 3. Then there's one of these for each of the gods. There's not many of these, so this makes me think maybe these are like just deal out one of these per game, and that's that god's ability or whatever, or what that god's going to be doing. And then we have, well, this had that other card back. Yeah, it's got pictures of those other card backs on them. All right, we'll go into these. I know one of these is supposed to be something where you put out, like, for the semi-co-op to a degree, like saying whoever has the most of this thing or whatnot will get negatives. And then they don't know what it is. It's just something that you could set as a goal. Or an anti-goal, I guess, in that terms. And I'm sure one of these has got to be like a solo bot of some sort. Or something, well, maybe this, or what the invaders do. But there's not many of these cards. Like, there's not many cards in any of these decks. And then now all we got left is the ages. And they show the ones here. But you can see it's nice, beautiful artwork. And then the age 3. So I definitely will give this game a try, since I do like Spirit Island. I'm not getting the same exact vibe as Spirit Island, but I can see why people were making a comparison. But we shall see. Other than that, thank you for watching, and have a great day.